So everything is being changed by technology, and businesses, resi business, doesn't matter what it is, but technology is really, making us all rethink how we run our businesses. And from that, we have focused on those issues of technology are things like AI, things like just the awareness of crime and terrorism, just the Internet of Things coming at people and how it is changing what they are up to, from the way they clock in to the way they get data about some type of device that's running, on the factory floor. There's just so many different things happening, and providing data is really the biggest thing. And so our goal is start with security. So secure everything, streamline those processes. And if you streamline things, you're going to hopefully work on simplifying how their operations are. And so that's a really key part of our story. This is the goal, to help these small to medium-sized business, employees, owners, to focus on running their business. So if you run a bakery, you want to run a bakery. You don't want the alarm system or the HVAC system stuff to run you. You want to have a better knowledge of what's going on. You don't have the ability to have your store shut down because of something that happened, when you can put some technology in place that will give you some predictive knowledge that you're having a problem. And so that's a key piece. So again, this stuff that's going on behind the scenes is really the issues: the IoT, the people management, the artificial intelligence, and those are the parts that we pull our hair out about these days. The numbers are pretty compelling. So cybercrime is super high, especially amongst the SMBs. In the surveys that are done, IoT is in the people's heads. They've got it in their houses, right? People are putting in the Nest thermostats and all this other intelligence, and they know it's there. So they're thinking about, how can I use this in my business? And so it's a high rate of people that are like, what can I get? And a lot of people believe it will help them. The biggest one on failed businesses is this, of the failed business, super high number is because the rising costs. And rising costs are things like labor, right? So if I take one example of labor is if you take temperature monitoring in large facilities, right? So if you take the refrigerator cases in a hospital, it takes, they've got to every 4 hours take a measurement on each of the refrigerators in, say, a typical large facility. And they don't have like a guy that's paid $12 an hour going to do that. They have nurses and other staff that are paid by union wages a lot higher. And they're going around writing down the temperatures in the cases in a typical hotel could have 60 cases in it, refrigerators, freezers, right? Hospitals, hundreds of them around the. And so if you take a look and you put a couple of minutes of time even on every one of those measurements, it could be tens, $100,000 a year of subtle labor costs just to get these measurements. But technology put in place could drive that number down to maybe 10% of the cost. So these are the kind of things that we look to see technology helping.